there, welcome to day 23 of Step by Step September. My name is Mary. For today's video, thank you so much, sweet girl. For today's video, we've got 4 movements. I've got it planned to do 10 repetitions of each, 2 rounds through. As with all of our other videos, do as many reps and rounds as you have time for and want to. We'll go through each of the 4 movements up front, and then we'll get into the workout. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great workout. Let's go ahead and dive into things. All right, so we've got 4 different movements today. 2 will be down on the floor in a plank position, 2 will be standing up. We're going to start with plank rows. So we will be in a fully extended plank. Keeping in mind we want to have our elbows above our wrists, nice flat back, so avoid piking your hips up in the air as well as dipping them down toward the floor. And what we're going to do is alternate rowing our arms. All right, so we've got 10 repetitions. We can do, this will be exerciser's choice. You can do 10 reps each arm or 10 rounds total. If being in the fully extended plank doesn't feel like it's in your workout today, that's all right. What we'll do is we'll bring our knees down to the floor and we'll alternate those plank rows with our knees on the floor. And both movements are equally effective. Our second movement are toe touch cross jacks. And so what this looks like is we jump out, touch the floor, opposite foot. So just alternating, touching foot. The jump isn't in your workout, not a problem. We'll alternate stepping side to side. We'll do 10 reps. So a total of 5 touches toward each foot. We're going to slowly make our way back down to the floor for the third movement, which are plank shoulder taps. So we'll be back up in that plank position. If we want to, we can be down on our knees. I'll show you that in a second. And we're going to alternate tapping our shoulders. So right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. While we're doing this, we want to be really mindful to keep our hips as still as we possibly can, so they're not swaying left to right really dramatically. To help us keep our hips more stable, we can bring our feet into a wider stance. The closer they are together, the more intense that core stabilization is going to be. So if you're noticing your hips moving around a lot, go ahead and just widen your stance just a little bit. If we wanted to do this with our knees on the floor, that's an option too. We're just going to alternate same way, just knees down on the floor, tap in left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left shoulder. Keep it in mind to keep the hips nice and stable, core nice and tight. Our fourth movement is going to be like skate hops. So what we do is we want a little bit of room to move, and we're gonna hop to one side, cross that foot back, and alternate 10 total. Just hopping right to left. Don't have to do the hop if we don't want to. We can step and cross back. You can work that stability by not touching that back toe down to the floor. Woo. All right, we're going to start that first movement down on the floor in the plank position. And we're doing that. Oops, plank row. 10 reps. Here we go. Oh, man. When I was going through the movements, I had shared to widen your stance on the plank shoulder taps. And that's the same thing for here to keep our hips stable. One more each side. Nope. Okay, come down to the floor, go ahead and stand up, and get into those cross, toe touch, cross jacks. Here we go. Remember, and we can step to the side if we want. Okay, there we go, that's 10 total. We can do 10 total or 10 on each side, just whichever you feel most inclined to do. I'm gonna come back down to the floor for the plank shoulder taps. And here we go. Oh man, a lot of stabilization on these ones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, come back down to the floor. We'll stand up nice and slow and get into our first round of those skate hops. Here we go. These ones are interesting. Sometimes I gotta tap that back foot down. 9, 10. Other times I'm able to keep it up, but test that stability. We're done with round 1. Come back down to the floor. Get ready for that second round of plank rows. This is one that if you'd like, you can add some dumbbells to if you have those, and that's something that you'd like to do. We'll go ahead and bring our knees up off the floor, or we can leave them down if that's what we're doing, and alternate. Yeah, we can also add some weight to these if we'd like. That can make it a little more spicy. Eight, 9, and 10. Awesome. Oop. Drop some stuff in the back down there. So if you can hear that, appreciate you understanding the noises of the space sometimes. Whew, I'm a little winded. Okay, let's go ahead and do those toe touch cross jacks. I don't really like these. Keep your core nice and tight on these so you get a little bit of an oblique work as you cross over. 9, 10. Excellent. Come back down. Get set up for those plank shoulder taps. Bring those feet a little bit wider if we need to, closer together if we want. Whatever works best. All right, here we go. Really feel these in the core. I do. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Go ahead and slowly come up to standing. This is a quick one today, folks. Really quick one. And we'll do those skater hops. Here we go. Sometimes when I'm doing these, I try to be really mindful about landing softly. Right side. Okay, that was it. This was a really quick one today. If you wanted to do another round of those, or if you wanted to do 10 repetitions of each, like the side to side, so a total of 20 reps, please feel free to do that. Thank you so much for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take kind care of yourself.